the right software. So we have three main topics today, and that will be the easy product setup, how to integrate in your website, and what to do once the first orders are coming in. Firstly, I want to tell something about mass customization and personalization. So mass customization is the new name for personalization business online. And you see, people love personalized products, and very soon they will expect each product can be personalized online. And more and more players are using personalization at the moment. So you can look at Levi's. They started to personalize your own jeans. You can look at the biggest retailer online in the world, as Amazon. If you go to Google and you search for Amazon Custom, then you find these new websites, and you see they have already 100,000 and more products personalized in their database. So even big companies like Amazon are going into the personalization business. There's a second website, Amazon Merch, where you can buy personalized and printed T-shirts, printed in direct-to-garment printing method. So that shows how big the boom is for personalized products, and it's not only a B2B market, but also a big B2C market at the moment. If you look at the examples I've shown you just 2 minutes ago, we have, of course, some big players, movers and shakers like Vistaprint, Zazzle, and Teespring. So all multi-million companies doing a lot of B2C sales with personalized products. So if you go to Amazon, you see a lot of personalized products. That's more a B2B business for smaller quantities in this case. So you can buy embroidered T-shirts and polos, but also other product categories. Zazzle, they are a big B2C player in the United States. You can buy everything personalized here, and they do more than 200 million turnover a year with personalized products. And they all use the same kind of software. They all use a good front-end product configurator, and in the back end, a system which helps you to get the orders easy in and to get the orders easily managed. So, and why is that so big? Personalization is at the end selling emotions, and emotions means you can get extra margin because people like a product personalized. And if you look at a website we have done for a customer, Handmade Christmas, that's this website. It's just an easy product with an easy product configurator behind it. I've put a nice photograph on the website, and the only thing people can do is adding a name to this product. That's it. And if you look at the price, it's £22. So last year, Christmas, that was around €30. And the website was live for 8 weeks, and they sold more than 70,000 of these personalized Christmas tags. And that price is just because it's a nice emotional product. You can tell a nice story when you give this to your child with the name of your child on it, and then mama and papa want to pay a lot of money for this. So personalization is emotion, and emotion means extra margin. So what is needed to be profitable at the end with your personalization business? You need an easy product setup. That's one of our topics today. You need to integrate easily in your e-commerce system. And at the end, of course, you need a good and easy order handling process. That's what you need at the end. There are some topics more, of course, around it, but that's the starting point. That's the minimum you need. If you start setting up products, you should do and you can do this completely yourself in our back-end system gateway CPP. So there's no need to ask us all the time to set up new products, so you can easily do yourself. And I will show later in this webinar a little bit how that works. You can set up each kind of product. Customers has already set up in our platform more than 80,000 products. And if you want, we can help you creating your 3D views of your products. So not only 2D, but a nice 3D view like this mug I'm showing you now. So that's just a text area we have put it on here. So it's a funny product because when you want to give it to Fred, then you just put the name on and then you have a nice letter mug in this way presented in 3D. So we can help you doing this. If you look how to set up a product, that can be done in 15 minutes. There are at the end 4 main steps to set up your product. First, you need to define the color of your product. Why is that? Because when you set up a product, you always start with a white image of your product. There's no need to take an image for each color of your product. You can just start with a white image of your product and then define in the back end the color area. So you can go to the back end. I will take an existing product now. Then you find on the left the color areas. We have only one color area. You can set up more color areas if you want. So the front of your t-shirt can be can have another color than the back of your t-shirt. Then you just put in the hex codes of all the colors you want. And the result of this is that you get in your product configurator on your website a color bar like this. So it starts with a white shirt, you put in the colors in the back-end system, and then the system shows all the products in the different colors. Once this is done, you need to define your printing area and your personalization type. So you need to tell the system where the printing area is, how big the printing area is, and which personalization or printing type you are going to use. So, for example, you can set up a personalization area for digital prints, for embroidery, for engraving, and so on. That's what you do firstly. And within this personalization and printing area, then you define your image area and your text area. So once you have put it in your colors and the print areas, so that means you have a back shoulder print, left breast, right breast, and so on. This is done. Then you define where within this area we put in images or logos and text. So if we go to the image area, then you need to do 2 settings. You tell the system the X and Y position, and you tell the system how big your printing area is. And that results then in a preview on your shirt, and you can move it around if you want. And this is now the personalization area where we put in an image at the end. But that means you go back to your front end and you see this area, which is already pre-set up in our system. And you can go to Add Art. In this example, we can just choose something from a clip art library this is now your image area where you can put in a different color and put some images. You can also upload an image from your computer, or you can have some pre-designed images, and you can put them all together and personalize your own product. Once this is done, you need to add a text area to your product. So once the image area is set up, you can go to text area. You can define again how much text areas you want to have, and you do the same settings. So the X and Y position, and settings like the text size. Can you rotate the text or not? Is it a multi-line text? And so on. Then you can also define the text color. Define this here. And the different font types you want to set up. And if you then go back to your front-end configurator, you see a text area where you can put in a text and define the colors you have set up, choose the font type you have defined, and people then can use this to personalize the product more. These are the main steps to set up a product. So you start with a white image of your product. You define your printing area and personalization type for embroidery, digital print, engraving. You define your image area and you define your text area. So all these can be done within, let's say, between 10 and 20 minutes for a product, because you will have sometimes some more complicated products and sometimes easy products, but in average you will need, let's say, 15 minutes to set up products with 4 or 5 personalization areas, text and image areas. But once your products are set up, you need to integrate it, of course, in your e-commerce system, in your website. So there are different ways to do that easily. You can integrate our front end into all e-commerce systems using our JSON API. So each developer knows what JSON is, and he will get a full documentation how to integrate in your own e-commerce system. What that means, you will get at the end a full shopping cart integration. And once the order is placed via the website, there is an integration in our artwork generation system to download the print file at the end. And if you are using Magento, Shopify, WooCommerce or XT-commerce, we can then provide you with a ready-to-use plugin. That means you can plug in our technology in less than 2 hours in your existing Magento, Shopify, WooCommerce or XT-commerce. So once all this is done, so products are set up and the configurator is integrated in your website, it then looks like, let's say this. We see again the color area. And we see again the text and image area. So then people can start creating a product. Can put in a text now here. That's an embroidery on a product. So you see also the nice embroidery effect on the screen. You can move it around. Then you can add a logo if you want, and you add to the basket. So once the order is added to the basket and paid, the order will go to our gateway OMS system. That means all the customer information, including the thumbnail of your product and the print ready file are now in the Gateway OMS system, where you then can see the order, change the status, and download the print file, the artwork file. I can show you that here. Orders are coming in here. You see a thumbnail. You see your customer name. You can change, if you want, the status of your order, which can mean also, if you put it, for example, on dispatch, there will go an email to your end customer with a message that the order is dispatched now. And you can here download the artwork file to make this nice print on this Samsung phone case. The system is also creating a delivery note, which you then can download and print if you want. There we go. And all this is handled by our back-end system. And we have one more artwork function to get the artwork to your machine. So you can either download the artwork in the back office system, as I have shown you, or we can push it directly into a hot folder, an FTP hot folder, which means your machine can pick up the artwork in a folder. There's no need for you people working on the machines to log in the software and to download the artwork, put it on a USB stick or whatever. You can just get it in a hot folder. And here we have all the orders from a day in January. A new machine can grab the artwork files from out here, and we will also put in the delivery notes into a separate folder to print them directly, and together with your printed products, the product then goes to your customer. So once this is all done and you're doing some nice sales on your website, you can use our system to create more and more content and print-on-demand products. So if you look at Zazzle, we have seen this website before, you see a lot of print-on-demand and pre-designed products. So that means they start not with a blank product, but always with an illustration, with an image already on the product. And then you can define just a text area, as we have done with this product. That's also a pre-designed product. So there's already a design on it, and you define just a text area to make it easy. You can do the same with images, of course. And you should maybe use our integration with Fotolia, Pixabay, Instagram, and Co. So our personalization apps are integrated with all these photo databases or social media networks to grab the images from. Because when a big event will happen, then you will find all these images directly on all these databases. So we can go now to an example, a phone case. You can go and add image. And there we have the integration to Fotolia. I just put in Mother's Day, and you see already a lot of nice pre-designs. You can now click, put it and add it to your phone case, make it bigger and smaller, add a text to it, move it around, give it a different background color, and you're done. So all this content is integrated in our front-end system with all these platforms. And you can also use nice designs and photos from designers and photographers. So there is a nice story about a villager Jim who took a snapshot from his nice Labrador dog, and within some weeks he got 10 million views with his picture, with his image on social media, and he sold 60,000 products. And yeah, with these 10 million views, he came with the idea to start an online shop, and we did this shop for him. And now you can find our online shop with all this content on different products, and he is very successful. So you should use nice content and design ideas to give your customers an inspiration already and to make the process easier. You can also use licensed content, which will cost some extra money, of course. Especially young people want to see licensed content. And I have one example here. That's a customer in the United States. And you can see all these Mr. Man and Little Miss images are added to products. So you can click a product. You can click on view. And the image is already set up on the product. You just add a name to personalize it, and your customer is already done with these nice products. So to have content you use in your front-end system is quite important, because people need to have inspirations and need a starting point to create a nice personalized product. So I want to say thanks for these 20 minutes. Next week, Friday, we have again a webinar. Check our website and see our agenda for all the webinars. And if you have more questions, you can either go to gateway3d.com or send an email to info@gateway3d.com or personally to me, Daniel@gateway3d.com. Thanks, and have a good Friday and a good weekend.